Some Christchurch residents say their drinking water now tastes and smells like a swimming pool. The first of the city's 156 wells were chlorinated late last month after the council revealed some were at risk of contamination during flooding. Most of the city's water supplies are now chlorinated, and while the council said most people shouldn't taste any difference, some say it's had a massive impact on their lives. Logan Church reports.
You smell that? Yeah. Oh.
Christchurch mum Emma Harnett-Moore spends her days looking after her children, Aurora and Cooper. 3-year-old Cooper suffers from severe eczema, which Emma thought she had got on top of. But she says the chlorine in the water is causing massive problems.
His skin was perfectly fine and well under control and well managed before this chlorine went in. Now he's having showers and his skin is turning up like this.
Someone steal the water.
It's disgusting, it's horrible, it's lumpy, he's bleeding.
Emma says she is having to apply cream up to 3 times a day to stop Cooper scratching. They have looked at installing filtration systems, which cost hundreds of dollars. But Cooper's dad, Steve Moore, says that is not an option for a low-income family.
They've had no sort of setup for low-income families or anyone that has skin problems that now has to deal with that, because it's one thing to have a water filter on your tap in your kitchen for your drinking water, but to actually have that on your whole home is quite an expensive system. And I don't think it's fair to sort of push that onto the residents to then have to expect to try and find money to pay for that.
Christchurch mother of 2, Jackie Freeman, is also struggling with the chlorination of her water. When I spoke to her, she was about to go out to buy a filter. She says getting her teenage children to drink tap water is becoming a mission.
It just kind of puts you off drinking it. We've all been quite dehydrated. And I can empathise with the kids too, I've tried to tell them, just got to drink the water. Just drink it, just hold your nose and drink it. But we're getting headaches and, it's just not pleasant.
Canterbury Medical Officer of Health, Cheryl Brunton, says it is possible that chlorine could inflame eczema. But she says there could be extra factors to consider.
Well, I don't think we can rule it out because children, and in fact adults also with eczema, are very sensitive to any changes in environmental conditions. Even things like going into the cooler months as we are now can make eczema flare in some people.
Even though some residents say the water tastes like it's coming straight out of a swimming pool, the Christchurch City Council's head of 3 Waters and Waste, John Mackey, says there is only a tiny amount of chlorine in the water. About 1 gram in every tonne of water to be exact. He is confident the bad taste won't last long.
When chlorine is first introduced into the network, it will react with the biota that's on the pipe walls. So when you don't have any disinfection in the system, there is a lot of bacteria or biological growth that can accumulate on the inside of the pipe. And of course the chlorine interacts with that biological material, and that's what creates what we call chloramines. Now, the chloramines are what give off that taste and a strong odour.
But for 3-year-old Cooper and his family, there seems to be only one option left.
I don't know.
Well,
what do we do?
Yeah, realistically, it's probably moving out of the city, which is not something we really want to do.
Christchurch's water supply is expected to be chlorinated for 12 months, while the city's boreheads are repaired. In Christchurch for Checkpoint, call Logan Church tēnei.